Okie dokie, here we go. Now if I can find myself. So this is new. Hold on a second. Hey, I finally found you guys. I couldn't find you I'm on StreamYards and I couldn't find you on YouTube. Hey, I finally found you guys. Now I gotta turn the volume down. I'm on StreamYards and I couldn't find you on YouTube. Turn it off. Okay. Here we go. Oh, let me get you a are you still shopping, Hummingbird? Because I get you a link. I don't know how to do the link, but I'll figure it out. I'm trying to figure out links. Okay, how do I do this? Oh, guess. Okay, how do I? So I gotta clip this to my clipboard. Can you guys hear me good, or am I too loud or too quiet? Yeah, I decided to stop trying to figure out how to do this and just do it, you know? Instead of like saying, oh, I gotta wait until I get this or that, and I gotta do this or that. That was just excuses, okay? Let's see, we've got November Rain, Dawn Marie, Zero Filter Jules. Oh, thank you guys. Hummingbird, of course. Thank you. Now I'm trying to figure out how to send this. Maybe if I'm going to send it in Discord and see if that works. Hummingbird, you can check that if you want. Are you available right now? Do you want to come up? Who wants to come up with me? Let's see. Oh. Kicked myself out of my own stream. No. Hold on a second. It's gonna. There it goes. Hey, T-Light, Kim. Oh, thank you guys for showing up. That's so nice. Can you turn that off for me because I can't find the remote right now? Oh, give that to me. My husband got me this fan because I'm getting the sweats and the hot flashes, and it goes around your neck. Do you hear it? That will probably be too loud for you guys. You hear that? You hear it? It goes around your neck and it cools you off. So you don't have to hold it. You don't have to get those little fans. Ooh, it's nice. Cute. Is it loud though? Tell me if it's loud. See if you can hear that. Hi, Mike Evan Brown. Lady Liv. Hi. Yeah, I'm live. Tell me if you can hear that fan. Oh, it's pulling my hair in it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Here, hold on. He's fixing me. I have a very sweet husband. I don't know where the button is. You turned this on, not me. Is that it? Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Hey, Caslin. So, who wants to come up here? I'm going to try and figure out how to post this in the chat. How to get people up here. Hummingbird, I sent you a message if you're available in Discord. And then we'll get started and maybe try and do some readings. Okay, as long as the fan that I have around my neck isn't loud or bothering anyone. I don't know if you can hear it on off of my. I just did this through the through my phone this time because I haven't figured out my microphone and stuff. So yeah. So I haven't put it through my laptop, but my son for Christmas bought me a microphone, and I thought that was the sweetest thing. So this is like his first time with his big checks. And he bought his sister a what are those things? Switch. He bought his little sister a Switch, which I thought was the most amazing thing that a big brother would spend that much on his little sister. I'm trying to figure out, so if I hit invite guests, how do I put this into the StreamYards though? Like, how do I pop it in there? I have no idea. Oh, she's driving home from groceries. It's okay. No big deal. Let's see. How do I post a comment right there? Duh. Okay, so I'm going to post a comment. I can. It's in my clipboard. Okay, here we go. There we go. If somebody wants to come up with me, and then we will do a couple of quick reads and maybe some cards, just have some fun. Of course, I don't know how to check to see if somebody's in the what is it? Where's it called? The hoochie dooter? Whatchamacallit? I don't know what it's called. The backstage. That's right. Backstage. I did it again. I hit that back button on my phone and it kicks me out. Damn it. The hoochie dooter, whatchamacallit? What? You don't know what I'm talking about? That's the whatchamadoodle. Yeah, Caslin, I'm feeling a lot better. That was some pretty awful stuff I went through, and my face is still recovering from it because they gave me, like, I was on antibiotics for 2 months, and I thought about, didn't think about the fact that maybe not only all the what is that stuff that you take so that you don't get upset stomach with antibiotics, whatever. I had a Glam Glow face mask that had probiotics in it, and I didn't think to put that on my face because after getting off the antibiotics, my face just went, it's here. I'll show you real quick. Just real quick though. See, I got all kinds of stuff there. I can't see a damn thing without my glasses on, sorry. Anyways, who wants to come up? Who's coming? Who's coming? No, it wasn't Zofran. It was what's it called? Probiotics that they give you, and that you're supposed to take because you're on massive amounts. Yes. See, I told you this is me, just with a good filter. This is the Holy Grail filter, and it just so happened that my face looked skinny that day. I don't know. It was a good picture. I'm not messing with that. Shoot. I'm gonna keep that sucker up there. I do not care what anybody says. Oh, you are backstage. Oh, 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 oh. Yay. How do I do this? Add to stream. Yay. Hey, girl. Come in here. My daughter's out here. Can you hear me? Okay,
yeah, can
wait.
you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can everybody hear Dawn Marie?
Can you guys hear me?
There are like a couple, like what happens is if you're looking at the, you know how this works.
Yeah. Kind of,
Yeah,
sort of.
you know how this
I don't have
works.
like a major microphone like everybody else, but I can hear you.
I don't. I'm on my earbuds right now. I haven't put my microphone. I haven't learned it yet.
Oh yeah. All right. Cool. They can hear us. Okay.
Oh, good. So anyways, honey, how are you feeling?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Doing real
How's it
good.
over by your neck of the woods?
Well, it's starting to get cold. We're getting snow. I live in the upper high. I live in like high elevation Arizona, way up here where everybody, all the preppers and the crazy people live. That's where we're
awesome.
like the only neighborhood in the whole whole area. Like, let's just put down a really nice neighborhood right here.
Listen,
Okay.
I'm in Florida now, so if it snows here, then we're coming to the next, world of whatever.
Right. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can. I got new cards. They're new animal cards, and these cards are for like they're for all the animals, like not just animals that we have in most Native Americans have, right? So here we go. There's a lot of them. There's like animals that we don't have, and there's even seahorses here, which makes me think I'm supposed to pull on this. You guys can't hear my fans, can you?
No, there's no interruption.
I keep. Okay, good.
No, you're good.
Hey, Unknown. What's up?
What's up,
Red
everybody?
Dragon. I'm so excited that everybody's here. It's exciting. So one of the things I actually ended up pulling 2 cards for you, and that was Dolphin, Life, Feminine Energy, and Sexuality. Okay, and also in other Native American, and that's pretty much the same thing. Life or Mana, it's the same thing in other cards and in like my medicine cards. So that's, and then we have Seahorse, Strength, guidance, transformation, and another feminine energy. So you've got the double feminine energy there, girl.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah. Hold
So
on a
far, so
second. These
good.
are
I got
new.
goosebumps.
I'm gonna have to learn these with you guys. The dolphin is associated with feminine energies and the primordial waters of life. The word derives from the Greek dolphinos or womb. Demeter and Greek goddess of fertility was represented by the dolphin in her role as mistress of the sea. These are really pretty cards, so I'll show you in a minute, okay?
Okay.
Mistress of the sea, in painting a life giving the life-giving feminine energy themes are emphasized by both the swimming dolphins that frame the woman's face and the infant emerging from the moon-like nautilus shell. Uh, Another thing too, I was talking about this in another live, but that we're going into the feminine energy. So we're coming out of this for hundreds of years. We've been in this masculine energy and masculine driven everything. And now with, you can even tell just by looking what's going on with the Me Too movement and all the women who are now, I mean, we have a woman vice president now, which is amazing. And we have a Native American in the interior. That to me is the best thing ever. So that's finally
Crazy
happened.
times we're in. It's crazy.
I know. So let me show you these cards. They're really pretty. I don't know. Can you, oops, go this way, Irene. There you go. See it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's that one. Hold on.
Sorry, I just
And the next one you got, what's that? What'd
I
you
said
say?
sorry. I just shoved a piece of taco in my mouth when you showed the card.
Oh, so nice tacos. I should make tacos tonight, but I don't think I'm going to.
We didn't. We just
Actually,
did
I
like a
might. That's actually a really
local.
good idea. What's
Yeah,
that?
the taco place around the neighborhood. I mean, I don't make them.
Oh,
I'd
there's
be
two
lying if
more.
I
What
said
is
I
this?
slaved over the stove, girl.
Yeah, right. Well, I make Navajo tacos.
Mm.
Um, and regular tacos. If I don't feel like doing it, it only takes me a few minutes to make regular tacos because nobody in my family likes anything other than meat and corn. They don't like the tomatoes or anything, so I don't have to cut up all that stuff. Um,
Well, it's
so it
definitely
only
been a
takes me a few.
crazy week for me. So
Yeah,
my days are
yeah.
just kind of like melding together. So
Oh yeah,
it's just one of
I
those
bet.
weeks. But yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm interested to hear what you have to say. I think it's really cool.
Well, the next one here is the seahorse, which I read the strength, guidance, transformation, feminine energy. And this one, the seahorse is a symbol of power. It has frequently appeared in coats of arms of European nobles and is associated with valor and bravery. It was the steel of the Greek god Neptune, or the steed, I'm sorry, the steed of the Greek god Neptune, or Poseidon, the ruler of the sea. Neptune was frequently depicted amidst huge curling waves and a chariot pulled by great seahorses. The seahorse's ability to negotiate the rolling seas, a symbol of physical and spiritual transformation, signifies its role and guides you in times of change, which is very interesting because there's a lot of change going on around you right now, which we'll discuss on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's curving from the association with the water, the seahorse also imbued with feminine energy is feminine aspect. This feminine aspect is emphasized in the painting, which shows the woman's shapely form within the creature's body. Okay, it's gotten really dark in here because all of a sudden, because everything went behind the clouds. So I hope you can see it. Hold on, I've turned lights on.
Yeah, I could see it. It's pretty.
It is gorgeous, huh? Look at that.
Yeah, it's a
See
pretty
the lady
seahorse.
in. Whoopsies. There she is.
Oh yeah, I could see her on the seahorse. That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll have to figure out how to work that better. Figure out which it's opposite. So yeah. Um. Well. Okay. One of the other things that I just happened to look at, and I think it would probably mean also because these all both have to do with leadership and life and stuff. And I just saw that the mountain lion was on top of the deck, upside. It was facing up. So the mountain lion is leadership. That's from a different deck. Hold on, let me turn my light on really quick. If I can see anything. I just built, like, I had everything all set up. I was gonna go on a lot earlier, but oh, there's another guest. Hey, let me add Jules. Hey. Oops, where'd she go?
Zero Filter Jules?
What happened?
Where'd she go?
I think come back up, please.
Come back up. She said she was backstage. I just saw it. I just noticed it on my phone.
Oh no.
I'm sure she'll come back up.
Oh, I actually put you on right when you left. It's hard for me to remember to look down where it says guests. There she is. See, even then I wasn't looking down. When I was inviting her back up, I wasn't looking at the guest.
Yeah.
Hey girl.
Hey.
How's it going?
I've took my sleepers, so if I just zone out, you know why. But yeah, I just thought I'd pop up because I didn't know you went live.
I didn't. This is my first time. Yeah.
Oh, I'm on the one you popped your cherry on.
Yes, ma'am. This is the very first one. I figured I would try it and see what works and just have some fun with everybody. So yeah.
Hysterical laughing. He's like, "What are you popping cherries? What?" Oh my god.
Right? I can't. So the way this, I wonder if this is better when it's on a laptop, because the way that I look at this private chat and stuff, I have to actually go to different screens back and forth on my phone. So I'm wondering if that's different. You know what I mean? Like if it's on the laptop, if it's not like that, it's better. I don't know.
Sounds fine.
Look at this. I keep bringing up feminine energy and fertility people. So I pulled the card that was left and it was turned over. I let the cards turn themselves, or, I just look down and see what's there, because they already have all my energy in it. And so whoever I'm talking to, they kind of just give it to me. So, yeah. So, and the ones that I work the best with is animals, the animal cards. So they seem to call me.
Can I ask you about the seahorse and the meaning of it?
Oh, yeah.
Does it mean that I am able to have kids or I'm not? Does it tell you about that?
It doesn't tell me about that, but I can tell you that that's not, I don't think that's going to be when it's time. Like, I can tell that you have, hold on. Your children's souls are on the other side waiting to be born. Does that make sense? So, yeah. So I think you'll be fine. There might be some like trial, and you might have some, like my first pregnancy, I miscarried. So that freaked me out for all my other ones. So there might be a little bit of that, but no, the ones that are supposed to come are coming. They'll come when it's their time. So that's not a problem. Yeah. Were you told it was going to be a problem for you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I've had a couple of miscarriages, so that's why I was wondering if that came through like that.
Yeah, they'll come when it's their time. They said it's when it's their time they'll come, kind of thing. Like, for some reason you get these ones that like to pop in, and that's not really, they just want to see what's going on, little spirits and stuff, or it's their job to come in and then go through so that you are more like, and to have you go through these experiences so that you are prepared for, you prepare your body better for your next ones. Do you know that makes sense?
Yes.
Yeah. So if you weren't really good with if your body wasn't quite prepared, sometimes that's kind of like a wake up call to people. And also when you stop, have you ever noticed that when people either adopt or they go through a bunch of IVF and stuff, and they have a baby, that the second baby just comes really naturally? It's because they're not trying so hard. So
Right.
I was told I could
What
never.
does the
14
dolphin
years.
represent? I'm curious about the dolphin.
The dolphin represented just the life force in general, the power of the feminine energy, the strength in that, the fact that you as feminine, you can give life. That is huge. It's hold on, let me see. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. I wanted to see if these cards said anything different from my other cards. It's the mana. It's life. It's you are a giver of life. So you know.
Wow.
But, yeah, you got two very feminine cards. And hey, stop it. She's barking under her breath. Nobody comes in the house ever except for the family.
Well, I can tell you, just from what you said regarding the dolphin.
Yeah.
Like, you don't know me, I don't know you.
Right.
I'm gonna drop my husband's laughing because so I'm on my second marriage. My first husband and I had a boat in New York, and I jumped into the ocean. Now I am petrified of ocean, like deep sea water. I jumped and there were dolphins swimming with our boat, and it was crystal clear. I jumped in. I was in my early 20s, and it was with my first husband, like I said. So I jumped in. I had no fear back then, and I swam with the dolphins, and that was like my big claim to fame. So the week after we come home from out east on Long Island, my ex-husband gets a tattoo on his leg of a dolphin with my name in the center of it. So so then fast forward to my new husband, we meet, we get together. Long story short, he winds up, now the favor that I gave away, I had my first wedding on a yacht in New York, and we had like 300 people. The gift that we gave away was a bottle opener, and it was a dolphin. When I met my second husband, he came over with a really nice bottle of red wine, and the dolphin bottle opener he brought over was the same bottle opener we gave away at my first wedding.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
So, like, how would
was he at your first wedding?
Right.
Oh my God. I'm just sitting here shaking, and my hands are wet, and my husband's in the living room. Like, how does she know this? You could have said,
I don't know. I don't even know. I don't even know how I know how it works. One of the things about it is it's not something that I learned. It's not something that I went to, learn how to cold read or read a bunch of books or, even went to these metaphysical classes and this and that. It's a never. It just is. I don't know.
You have a major gift, because, like I said, you could have picked any animal.
Yeah, and I have a lot of them here. A whole lot.
Wow, the dolphin is a very strong thing for me. It's definitely like my spirit animal. So
yeah,
that was pretty awesome. But I don't want to take time away from Jules, because I know she wants to. I'll just
Jules. Yeah, and we'll talk more tomorrow.
Yeah, for sure. We'll
Okay.
talk more tomorrow. And
All right.
yeah, I mean, I'll stay on or I'll jump off, whatever you want me to do.
Cool. No, it's up to you. Do whatever you want to do. Stay on. You can help with the chat.
The more the merrier.
Read the chat for me. Here's the thing. When I'm doing this, it's really hard for me to read chat. It's not like I don't want to.
November Rain. Laura can't say that that's a guess. So, Laura,
Yeah.
no, I'm out on it. That's not, you can't guess. What she just told me was absolutely absurd. Like, nobody would ever know that there was this huge relative dolphin that was
right.
I mean, it to this day, it doesn't even make my husband mad now that my ex-husband has a tattoo on his leg and he won't cover it up. I mean,
right.
And he only lives 45 minutes from me. So, that's another whole story because we lived in New York when we were married, but whatever.
Oh, okay. But then he moved. Oh, yeah. I was going to say everybody, Mark, was from New York, right?
I feel so. I mean, our thing back then was we were supposed to move to Florida after his 2 kids had grown. So I always was raising everyone else's children. So when you brought up children, I was like, all right, how are you going to know that? Because, I have a stepdaughter, but she's been in my life since she was 5. She's now 18.
Right.
My stepsons
well, there you go.
Kids, so.
You already have that energy. That energy is there. And it's just natural.
Wow.
It's just who you are, girl.
Woo! I'm going to mute myself. Go for it.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
No problem. Okay. Well, Jules, when you popped up here, these are brand new cards. I don't know if you heard me say that.
No.
So
I was trying to get on.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I'm still trying to, train myself to look down to see if there's anybody there. So we have another feminine type thing, which is a very feminine. I'll show you the picture. Hold on. Oops. Hold on. If I can do this the right way. Let's see. That is the bull. Okay.
Yep.
And then this one, I don't know if you could tell at the time, but it's a very feminine looking, it almost looks like there's a bull head on a female's body. Okay.
What you're trying to say, talking up.
That's what I'm just trying to say, because I'm coming up with the renewal for fertility and growth, right? So that's the symbology. Okay. And the actual, because see on the back of these cards, they have this little information. Okay. And then I go from there. I take it from there. This is okay, bull cults were ambiguous. They were ubiquitous. Oh, I can't say that word. Ambiguous. That's right. In ancient cultures, whose devotees worship the beast as supreme deity, which they still do in India and some places. But the bull was also a symbol of renewal and the creature was ritually sacrificed. Oh, don't sacrifice yourself too much, girl. Okay. Please. It gets a little too much. I can feel it. With its blood sprinkled on the spring fields to ensure new growth. Okay, so that's interesting. In ancient Greece, these rituals were associated with Dionysus, the Greek god of vegetation and renewal. I'm going to learn about a lot of Greek gods with these cards. Who is frequently represented as a bull and sometimes as a goat, was dismembered by the Titans and subsequently resurrected. The Spanish bullfight is a vestige of the ancient bull sacrifice. The Monitor, another deity that from Greek mythology, who has the head of a bull and the body of a man, is also associated with sacrifice and the cycle and renewal, the slaying of the Minotaur. I'm sorry, I said Monitor. The Minotaur, the devourer of youth and restores life. Okay, so now listen. You've been eating those teenagers. devouring, devouring youth. That one was pretty intense right there. But I think what it's telling me is that you sacrifice yourself a lot, but it always seems to you're always able to renew really easily. But at the same time, I think you have to be cautious about how much you do give away of yourself. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
Hi, there's my mommy. There's my mommy. Hi, Mom. Nana Nocturnal, that's my mom. Woo! At the bottom there. When she comes up, I don't know when she'll come up. I mean, she's not going to come up on here because she won't let me. But when she pops up on... Is she up there yet? Oh, I don't know. See, we have a delay. From here to you guys, it's a delay. So when you guys see Nana Nocturnal, you will know, or if you see her, that is my mother. And if anybody looks at the picture, that is her real picture. So,
hi, Mom.
yeah. She's also very psychic. So is my sister. We get it from our ancestors. So anyway, so that makes sense, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, good. Good. Now, I don't know why this one keeps coming up, and it's another animal of that sort. This is called the cow. Let me show you the picture. The reason why I laugh is because I was looking, I'm like, what kind of animal is that? Because the picture is like this. Look. Wait. I'm like, oh, that's pretty. Right? Okay. So, for this one, is another fertility, purity, and divinity. Girl, see? These have been mixed, just like she got two water or ocean animals, and then you have a bull and a cow. That's really interesting to me, and they all kind of have something to do with each other, each card. And but these have been, trust me, these have been mixed around and played with and mixed around some more before I started using them. They're not brand new as like I just got them. They're brand new as I'm using them. So
yeah,
they still look brand spanking new because I've just been, looking at them, putting my energy in there.
Yeah. That was fantastic, and it's so that is really spot on as well. I always have a tendency to put other people before myself, and sometimes to the detriment of myself. You know, just so they get what they want. So
yeah. Do you notice though that you're able to recover and then you just do it again?
Yeah. I've been doing it for years.
Yeah.
Years and years.
Yeah. So with the cow, we have fertility, purity, and divinity, which I think is very interesting again, because you have that fertility in there. The cow is among the most ancient of sacred animals in Egypt. A cow sculpture with golden sun between its horns was parlayed about in a nocturnal passion play depicting the death. Here, can we go with killing things and devouring them and sacrifice? Jeez. Depicting the death of the god Osiris. Girl, you're killing Osiris. An annual event performed in the Egyptian All Souls Day. Oh, that's interesting. The cow figure itself represents Isis, the wife of Osiris, who was in the search of a body who was in the search of the body of her dead husband. Isis, the foremost Egyptian goddess, was associated with an abundance of fertility. Cow cults. Another cult. I mean, can you like really, is this like for real? Like all these cults and sacrifice and fertility and wow. Cow cults existed in Greco-Roman cultures. The beast is still sacred. No, this is the one that was sacred in India. Okay. Where it's considered, hi baby. Nana made that, I think, for you. She's my daughter's in here. She's bringing in stuff that I think my mom made for her, crocheted for her. Yeah, I want to keep that. I think Nana made that. No, don't throw it away. They're cleaning out the garage. Did you hear that, Mom? We still have one of your I think it's you made it the pink and white blanket, crocheted blanket. Let's see. Let's see, where'd it go? Where'd I go? Oh, there, where it is considered a being of great purity. So in India, where it is considered a being of great purity and fertility. In Hinduism, the bovine represented a female power in nature, whereby the earth itself is conceived as a cow, and all vegetation and food derives from its milking. This painting, and I showed you, is an Egyptian representative of Isis. So again, I think this has to do with a lot of you giving yourself.
Yeah.
It has a lot of kind of like, and the type of giving yourself that you do is like, it's not something for something in return. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I never give to receive.
Right. It's and so one of the things I feel like you come across is like when other people give to you, and then suddenly they're wanting and they bring it up. Well, I did such and such for you, and you're like, what? Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. So that's your big message for the two cards. I mean, that's pretty big message for the both of you for two cards. You know what I mean?
Wonderful.
So the giving of yourself, and that's just who you are. That and other people are not going to be that way because you're rare. Okay, you're a rare type of person that is that has the energy of these sacred animals that people form cults over. Okay. I mean,
beware, Laura, I'm coming.
Right? It's not going to be the purple cult anymore. Oh, hey. So there you go.
That's lovely.
Oh, good. So anyways, what's going on with everybody else? Anybody else want a quick card read? We'll practice my cards here. Oh, I guess I got to
jump down now so I can.
Oh, you are?
I can go in the chat, just so I can go into the chat because I can't see it. All right, thank you ever so much, love.
Oh, you're welcome, sweetheart.
Bye.
Yes, Mom. The baby blanket. Bye. It's a pink and white baby blanket. I don't know what she did with it, but she took it, so I can't show it to you. Me and my mom were talking. Oh, Mom, do you know who else came on after I was done talking to you? I got the name June, and then I got the name I got the word human. Well, who's a human? Hey, girl. Who's the human, Mom, with the name June? Auntie June, and she just passed away last year. What, Chloe? You're not going to get any of that donut. I'm sorry, that's mine.
My dog's name is Chloe, and she just came running over to the iPad.
Oh, how funny.
You said Chloe, and she looked like, what?
Yeah.
Laura wants to get read. She might be in the back, so.
Oh, did you? I don't know if I have to put it in again. Hold on a second.
Okay.
I don't know how to do it. I think I have to recopy. Let's see, invite guests.
can see it.
Copy this and then go to broadcast studio and then post comment. Oh, and then mom, that came after grandmother and red table. So it said grandmother, red table, and then it said June human. Aw. Well, if you want to come in, Flora, you're more than welcome. Yeah, June. Would you remember, mom, any red table at Nana's house? I don't know if you remember, June. Yes. I'm wondering if that's who the red table was about earlier when we were talking on the
Laura,
phone.
come up. Hit the link. I'll drop off so you can come up.
Oh, we have plenty of room. You know, no big deal.
Okay, people can just stay on. I have no idea.
Yeah,
I don't want to be
I
like one
think.
of those people that just sits on the panel, you know.
Oh, there's somebody there. Hold on. Oh, there she is.
Okay, I'm gonna mute.
Hey.
Hey, girl.
All right, you know I'm a total skeptic, so give me your best shot.
I already gave you your media. I told you about your friend, remember?
Yeah, but I mean, I want something that I've never talked about, that I've never.
You've never talked about your friend, girl.
No, but I mean, anybody could have a friend like that. Give me something that is more specific. I want something that will make me a believer.
Okay, well, maybe I won't do card for you because cards can. And I'll just do a psychic. I'll just use my brain. Not my brain. I'll just move myself aside so that they can come in.
Something specific, not something general. Give me your best shot.
So there is a gentleman here who he's wearing a striped shirt. I don't, and he's making it. I keep seeing the striped shirt first. I don't know if it's navy or if it's black and white. I'm not sure. I can't tell. He is. He's got a big old smile.
Vertical or horizontal?
I think it's horizontal.
Okay.
No, wait. When it's laying down across and around, not up and down, right? Horizontal.
No, it's vertical. I think it's vertical.
No, I think vertical is. I think when you're laying down, you're horizontal.
All right, go on.
Okay, and he's got. I want to say he's got a. Okay. I'm seeing two different faces. One with a beard, a gray beard, and one without. Like a fluffy, not like a little gray beard, but a fluffy one. And he's got this big old smile on his face, and he's like, hey, kiddo, hey, like that. It feels like to me. That's what the smile looks like.
Okay. I don't know anybody that fits that description. I'm trying to think anybody that have a fluffy gray beard, and no.
Okay, well, I have two faces. Like he had a fluffy gray beard, but I don't know if the other face is the same guy because I can't tell. Does that make sense?
Yeah, or it could be someone that shaved gray beard, had a gray beard and then shaved.
Right, and then shaved it. But you don't remember? I think this is somebody when you were really little. Because he's like coming to me and he's bending down and he's like, hey, like kiddo, like little kid, like, like you're little. I mean, it might be a grandparent.
None of my grandparents had beards.
I don't know then. You might come to later. I don't know what to tell you. That's what's coming up to me right now. Unless somebody in the chat that makes sense to somebody in the chat.
What about Dawn? Maybe Dawn Marie?
I mean,
I don't know. It might be. I usually don't have a problem with people not connecting to the person that comes forward, but it might have been when you were little. Somebody that was around you when you were little. So I don't know.
Not with a fuzzy gray beard or a full gray beard. Definitely not. Because all my grandparents, uncles, nobody had a beard.
Okay. Well.
And my dad would have been too young.
Oh yeah, no, I don't think this is your dad at all. If it was your dad, he would have been different. That's why I said it could be a grandparent. And you were little.
Nobody had beards.
Maybe you'll think of it later, or you'll bring this up, because he doesn't have the beard in the whole entire thing. Like, he's got two faces, one with a beard, and then, like, I think you said that it looks like maybe he shaved it, because they came at the same exact time, the two faces. So I'm assuming that that's what they're showing me. They're showing me that they look like this, but then they look like that. But his beard was white. Not, it's not like it's so yeah. So I don't know. And I can't change when I do this, it's just what comes to me. And so I'm not going to change, like, oh, well, maybe it's something else. I don't know. That's who came forward right now.
I have no idea, honestly.
I know, November Rain. I know.
What?
Nothing.
No, I would tell you if it is. There's nobody in my childhood that had a gray fuzzy beard.
You might come up with it later if you talk to your mom. Might think about it later. Oh, there are times when people have told me no, and then like, oh my God, or called me up later or sent me a message later saying, I know who it is.
No, because even in pictures, nobody has a gray fuzzy beard. Nobody had beards back then.
You're focusing on the beard way too much. I'm saying he had a beard, and then it looks like it, like what you said, because he came at the same time with the same face. All right. Okay. So he comes at the same time with the same face. So maybe your mother will know who it is by saying at one point he had a gray beard, if you tell her that.
Okay.
So, what about him? No, he's just come forward and he's backed away now. That's all. And he says, hey, kiddo, all the time. Hey, kiddo. And it's like you're on I want to say it's a tricycle or a big wheel or something like that. I don't know. He's bending down towards a child. And this is like back in the 70s. So, and he wore a either navy and white striped shirt that was the long way around, like the horizontal. And it was long sleeved. And he had on, now I'm seeing two different pants. Damn it. He wants to give me a lot of information instead of just one thing at once. So he's come back and he's showing me that he's got these orange, almost like brown, but more to the orange side. What is that? Real thin cord pants with the big bell bottoms.
Yeah, it's like the 70s. Okay.
And then the other pants that he's wearing are they go up really high past the belly button, and they're real tight bell bottom jeans, but they're really light color jeans. And then that shirt. The others, he's showing me this other shirt with the okay, hold on. With the brown pants. Hold on. I think he really wants really bad for you to remember him. Okay. So he's got on a shirt that was like, maybe he was a neighbor, because he's showing me a neighborhood, and like there's sidewalks, right? And then it seems like people had, I don't know if those are chain link fences or just like some people had like a chain link fence in front of their yard, and some people had a white fence, and some people didn't have a fence at all. But it was all the houses were pretty close together. Like instead of it being more of a rural place, that make sense? Like the houses.
Okay,
not
hold
for
on.
my childhood.
If
Hold
this
on.
You have to be talking about Dawn Marie.
Huh?
This isn't making any sense for Laura. The chat's
No.
telling me I need to speak up. I
Oh.
probably should have
Yeah.
dropped off,
What happened?
but my uncle used to say that to me all the time, and my grandfather, they all had houses in Brooklyn, pretty much close to each other, and forget about it, I can't. But
I
if it's
told you
for
it was
Laura,
Dawn Marie because I'm like, this isn't me at all. Like, not even remotely close to anything in my life.
Oh my god.
my God, my hands are sweating. I
So
should have got off before you came on.
I knew I wasn't crazy.
You don't know nobody with a fluffy beard from Brooklyn.
No.
No.
From Brooklyn, yes. Not with a fluffy beard, clean shaven.
Well, like, yeah, clean shaven, but nobody ever grew out like a beard or anything?
No, not in the 70s. And I didn't live anything like that in Queens. There were no fences. Nobody had a fence.
Well, that's right. You were on the island at that point.
And I was in Queens.
Okay, so nobody from like a neighbor or something. I mean, I don't know about the beard, whatever, but like, what about the pants and the outfit and the
Nope.
shirt?
Well, I mean,
Nothing?
that's typical 70s. Everybody looked like that in the 70s.
I dropped
Yeah. I
off.
mean, my grandfather didn't wear, or my uncle didn't wear pants like that.
Who? What
But
now? What happened?
the fence kind of resonated with me because my grandfather always had a chain link fence, and there was only maybe like, I don't know, 3 feet in between his house and the neighbor. And he used to get so mad because the guy on the other side never would put up a fence, and then he put up a wood fence, and my grandfather wanted a chain link fence.
Okay,
So,
that's what it was like, showing me like a wood, like a regular fence and then a chain link fence. So I
well,
guess
that's
a
what
wood
we had
fence.
in the backyard because we had German Shepherds, and we're a
Okay.
military family. But I mean, I want Laura to get like a real like great
Laura,
reading.
you have to pay attention. You have to be present. What you can't do what you're doing and have a reading done. It's always
I'm
Laura
here.
in the
I'm here.
background. You know that I will know when Laura comes on a panel because you hear all this noise.
I know,
Click,
because I'm
click, click,
usually
click,
doing
click, click,
something.
click.
I'm
I
mute.
know. I can tell. So anyways, okay, Dawn Marie, they've calm. That must be for you because they're calm, and I'm not seeing anybody anymore. So okay, you're gonna have to give me a minute, Laura, because that took me a minute to feel out.
Well, at
Like,
least,
what
at
are
least
you
Dawn knew
serious?
someone was there.
Oh my
I
God,
know.
I'm sitting here dying. I'm like, you got to be fucking kidding me. I was only here to host and help.
Yeah. Well, that's okay. That happens sometimes. If there's messages, look, I can't help who comes forward.
Well, it's funny because you said calm. My grandfather was very calm. He probably would have just popped a beer and walked away.
Hold on a second. What is that? Say it again.
I said when you said calm, I could picture my grandfather as popping a beer and just walking away because he was a very
Right.
calm
Like, okay,
guy.
it's like, okay, we're done.
Yeah, I mean, listen,
It's
he was
kind of,
definitely a fighter in the street, but when it came to the family in the house, we
yeah,
didn't see much fighting at home.
yeah. So that's that's the whole thing is now feels like it's been resolved. So, and like I was saying, I can't help who comes forward. I really can't. If somebody is more, and maybe because so I'm getting the feeling like because we have something that's going to be happening tomorrow, they just want to really make sure that your news that they're coming. Does that make sense? Isn't that the 2 people you said? I think it's the 2 people that you said, that you had already said before in our messages.
Well, yeah,
So
my uncle and then my grandfather.
yeah,
Those
yeah,
those are the 2 people I wanted to come through, and
yeah.
I'm just sitting here on mute, eating, shoving tacos down my throat, listening to Laura, waiting for Laura to catch her jam. And I'm like, wait a second. My husband goes, "Are you listening?" I'm like, yeah, but it's not for me. But I guess I don't know.
Yeah, well,
asked
that's the
chat and
thing.
I dropped down. They said
I
no.
I literally can't, like, if somebody wants to come through more than other people, then they will push through. They will, and that's what it felt like. No, we're first. We were here first, kind of thing. So.
Wow, that's crazy. Well, if other people want to get read, I mean, I'll drop off.
Okay, well, let me do Laura. See if I can now. See if anybody wants to come forward for Laura.
All right, sounds
Are
good. If
you
you want me to come
are
back
you
up in a
ready?
second.
Okay, all right. Are you ready, Laura? Are you gonna be okay with this?
I'm ready.
Are you okay? Are you present?
What do you
Like
mean?
mentally and all that, paying attention here, or are you doing something else?
No, I'm paying attention. I'm just in Walmart.
Oh,
But I'm
you're in
still.
Walmart.
I
Well,
got my headset on. I'm present. Believe me.
wait, you see, boss? If you go into the description, there should be, or even on my page, there should be my PayPal, and then you can just go through there. I'm trying to figure out how to do everything on this. What I keep wanting to go over to my oh, I can do that. Okay, this is my first time on here, Laura. Give me a break. I can hear her thinking.
Not at all. I'm trying to decide which should I get first, food or stuffed sage ones. That's the only thing I'm thinking about.
Food or what? What did you say?
Or I gotta get sage a couple things.
Oh, get Sage a couple things first, and then go get your food.
So I didn't know which to get first. That was the only thing. I'm very proud of you. I think you're doing great.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, that's very nice. Yeah, I just finally decided I was making too many excuses. Do you know what I mean? I finally was
I
like, just
do.
do it. It's like, just freaking do it.
That's
But I
exactly
keep,
right.
like,
Like
even if you
Nike
don't feel,
says, just do it.
right? There's the, oh, why did it do that to my name? I hope that works. Look you don't separate the dub and the number 2, and it should be fine. I need to have somebody else post that link in there. And I don't think that's going to come up as able to click on. Damn it. I still have to figure out how to make my link available with something they can just click on for PayPal. You know what I mean?
You got to do a PayPal me.
I have a PayPal me.
Oh, so you just
But
post it.
yeah, but can they click on that? I can't tell if they can click on
Yeah.
that.
Well, as
Oh,
long as you get the right link. I'll show you later when I get back home.
okay. Oh, modded. I don't know how to mod people. How do I mod people?
Are you on a phone or on a computer?
I'm on both. I'm on my laptop for looking at everything, and I'm on the phone for StreamYards because.
All right. On your phone, on your computer, right next
Uh-huh.
to their name, it says, it gives you 3 dots. Click on
Okay,
those
yeah.
3 dots, and the last one is add moderator.
Okay. 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 There we go. I'd rather ask people if they want to be moderators than just make them moderators. And I know about hummingbirds, so. Let me do this here real quick. See if I had this all ready. It's like I need it. I can't get through. Click on it. Have it to what? I have no idea what UC Boss trying to say. Oh, there's my mom. See, Laura, there's my mommy right there. Not a nocturnal.
Well, hey, hi, Mom.
Okay, so let's see if we can't try and bring someone forward for you. I don't know if they're going to come forward. Let's do cards. Okay, let's do cards. Because now I don't know if they're going to come forward, because that was like we're here first kind of situation. Do you know what I mean?
I do.
Yeah. So the first card I pulled for you, and this is from my medicine cards, is the Teacher, the Wolf. You and I find this to be very interesting, because what people don't realize is that what I always think is of you, more than a lot of things that people think of you, is that when you are talking, and like when you're doing true crime and stuff like that, or even when you're trying to explain a situation, it's like you teach it. It's like people learn from you, like, oh, I didn't know this or that or whatever. That's what wolf, and another thing too, it's like you're the lone wolf. So you don't need anything, you don't need anybody, you can do everything on your own, which we already know that to be true. So let's see what else. Do you hear my fan? I keep asking this.
I can hear you. No, I'm on mute because you guys are going to hear all background noise. That's why I keep muting.
Okay. One of the things too. You know what wolf is? No, it's the teaching, but it's also teaching the just in general, the power of life, being alive in general, you know. And so one of the things that I feel like when I see you, you're like just like now, you're constantly doing something. You're really living in the moment, and just being alive. Where a lot of times, and I feel like a lot of people on YouTube, their life is YouTube, and then when they're not on there, that's it. Then they're not doing anything, you know. And I think that's part of a lot of people's negativity towards you, or jealousy. I feel more because you have all kinds of things you're doing all the time, this and that, and their only thing that they're doing is YouTube, right?
Okay.
So that's the first card that came out. I mean, I think that makes sense to you too, right? Do you see that in yourself?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Here's another one that just came. It's the owl, and this one keeps popping up lately for people, and I think it's because that's the people that are around me are owl people, and that's the deception. And the reason why it's owl, if you ever look at like Merlin or whoever, there was an owl. Even that one owl in that one movie where he was mechanical, I don't even know what that was. These owls are always reporting to the Merlins or the whoever's, you know, they're always reporting to them, telling them what's truthful or not, right? So when you when you have owl energy, you have this ability, and this is another thing that kind of turns people off when they're trying to hide something and they're not being true or they're not being real. They will not feel comfortable in your presence because they feel like you can see the truth behind their eyes. They will dart their eyes around instead of looking you straight in the eyes. They, you know, we've seen what happened. We've seen what happened.
My daughter.
Yeah, they don't look you in the eyes. It's like when they're trying to not tell, when somebody's talking to you, you can tell when somebody's not telling the truth, and it can be proven by how they don't even want to look at you. Because it makes them feel uncomfortable. It makes them feel like you know everything, and I don't even think they realize it, that that that's happening. Do you know what I mean? I think that it's just,
Yeah, I do.
yeah. So I think it's just how they feel about things. So my husband bought me this little fan that goes around my neck, and only one of them works. Should I tell him?
Aww.
It feels really good because I'm so hot all the time. You know, I got the change happening soon. You know, so I got the sweats and the heat and the sudden burst of like, I'm already got a low body temperature, so when I get hot, I get real hot, really bad. So I went to the doctor's one time and my temperature was 95. They're like, oh, and I'm like, yep, that's right. Like, try it again. Oh, my hair just got caught in the fan. Great. All right, there we go. And so those are the, okay, so you have teacher and you have owl. Both of those are very, if you think about it, teachers are always kind of like keeping their eyes on the students. You know what I mean? And they can always tell when one of their students is lying. So that's kind of like the same. They're kind of put together, right? Like that. They support each other. And then you have two cards. So we have two more cards. It's not a big party.
You're breaking up.
I am. Can you hear me now? Oh, hold on. Hold on. How's that? Can you hear me better?
Yeah, now you sound better.
Okay. So the two cards that jumped out and wanted to join the party is Otter and Lynx. Okay, which are two cards also that are people that I gravitate towards. They have those cards in there, or they have those animals in their totems also. The Lynx is the secrets. Lynx is bobcats. They're the same. And then the otter is woman medicine or feminine medicine. Hold on a second. I don't have I don't have these cards set up. So when you get, it was actually the otter that came first. My cards like to just pop out on me and then tell me that they want to be read. I don't do any real, the special like things that people do, like, oh, this is a life reading and this is this reading and this is a that reading.
I thought tarot reading had to be in person where somebody picks the cards.
No, that's not true.
Okay. I don't know much about it. I'm just...
Well, one of the things that I'm doing here, I mean, let me tell you something. If somebody can't connect to people energy-wise, like if they're not, like I can, then they probably have to have someone come in to touch their cards. My cards don't need to,
gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So yeah, so it's they don't have to, but they're not going to tell you, oh, I can't read your energy over the phone, are they?
I gotcha.
Yeah.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah. So with your otter and woman medicine, this is all about, like I said earlier, feminine energy. We got a lot of female, the female energy, the feminine energy that's coming or that has arrived is kind of knocking the masculine energy off there. It's thrown. Okay. So women are becoming empowered. They are, the Me Too movement, all of these things is part of that. The masculine, this all has to do with the age of Aquarius also. The masculine energy has been around since, I want to say way back before, I don't know, what is it, when they had the plague, when is that time? Way back then. Okay. The Black Plague. That's when it was really its strongest during that time. And it's come kind of full circle. And this is what the Mayan calendar was about, by the way. It's not really a calendar, it's a cyclometer. The Mayan cyclometer depicted not the end of times, like everybody thought. It actually means it's the end of the masculine and the rise of the feminine. Now we're gonna end times in that way. So we have the masculine. I mean, if you look, like I was saying earlier, if you look at the who's in the people that are in office now, all the women, and the vice president is a female. What is that? Oh, sorry. My husband's bringing me things from the garage. So,
I was like, damn, that don't sound good. You're like, oh, okay. Like, I was like, oh.
Well, this is from my dad, and I haven't talked to my dad in a lot of years. Something that came for me a lot of years ago when I lived in Pennsylvania. Holy crap, Mom! This came for me when I lived in Pennsylvania. I don't know what's in here. Oh, is it pictures? Oh no, this is our wedding stuff. This thing is 21 years old almost. This package that has been sitting in my garage. Okay. So anyway, so that's the otter medicine. It's the woman medicine. You are part of that medicine. Your ability, it goes back to you being in charge of your life. It goes back to you not understanding why people say things to like, she needs to get herself a man. You know what I mean? Like that whole,
yeah.
Like why? Why? So that they can, what are you gonna go tell her, go tell on her? I mean, really, that kind of stuff, that whole idea. Those are the people who are stuck. They're stuck and they won't evolve. Okay. And it's unfortunate that they won't evolve because a lot of things happen to those family lines, their bloodlines, where they just kind of go away. That's what happens to people who cannot understand the changing times. Okay. In a long time ago, this has to do with also Native Americans. If a woman was widowed, her sister would offer her own husband to the widow as a lover to keep her from drying up and not using her creative urges. This this is otter medicine too. Envy or fear of being replaced has no space in otter's balanced understanding of sharing goodness. So that is in a nutshell, otter for you. And then we had links come up, which is also another one that I have for me, and that is the Bobcat links. Bobcat, they're same. If you don't know what a lynx is, and that was secrets. And look, I even have this. Yeah, I look at this card a lot, so it's kind of. Here, I'll show you. It's kind of tattered. Whoops, where does it go? Where does it go? I don't know if you can tell. I haven't mastered this part yet. So we got secrets. Then the links about secrets that's another thing. People can't lie and they can't steal. They can't keep secrets from you. Okay? And this is true. Another where you see right through people. You see right through people. It's like when somebody's lying to you, it's almost impossible. You're like a human lie detector. And then if there's something that they're not saying, like if somebody comes home and you just feel it, you're like say like it's Sage, for instance. She comes home, something's happened, you just feel it. You're like, what happened? What's going on? huh? And she's like, nothing. No, you know, right?
But isn't
And
that my own? But isn't that my own psychic intuition?
well, that is a psychic intuition. It is considered a psychic intuition. Yes, it's a type of clairvoyance, and that's what Lynx is connected to. Okay, so Lynx energy is given to people who are clairvoyant, which means clear seeing. So you get mental pictures concerning other people, and so like when I was getting the mental picture of Dawn Marie's uncle and grandfather, that's kind of like what you get. I think that things pop into your head, and then you might not realize that it's something he's giving it to you. If you sit and you're like, wait, bring it back, and you close your eyes and you just allow things to come back. This is how I learned to really do with mine, because I wanted to learn how to use it, because it popped in my head all the time. It would go really quick. I would just sit there and be like, oh, bring it back. What is that? And then it would be like this picture of, like when I got the picture of the neighborhood. Okay. I have to like have them stay on that. Okay. Stay there and let me look at that. And so that's kind of like something you have to teach yourself to get stronger at. I don't know why can you tell me why November Rain has all these happy faces up here on the banner? On the pinned. Is this pinned? How did I do that?
I don't know.
I have no idea. Oh, hi. Thank you, Makeup Mobster. Thank you so much. I thought it was just going to be a few minutes. We were going to say hi and I was going to do a reading or something here and there. It's already been an hour and 20 minutes. It's crazy. So the Lynx energy is connected to that. So one of the things that I have also, and this is who I tend to gravitate towards, are people with the otter, with the feminine, and then we have the owl, and then we have the lynx, which is all connected to each other. They all kind of help each other, which makes your intuition, your spirit, your own psychic abilities really strong. And if you just kind of work with them and just kind of pay attention and recognize that they're there and allow them to come through and just sit in the quiet and allow it to happen, it'll start happening faster and faster. And next thing you know, you'll be figuring things out really quickly and telling people like, oh, there's a picture of a man coming across. He looks like this. I think he belongs to you, kind of thing, if that makes sense. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think I have somebody here who belongs to you. So, yeah, and that's how it kind of works. If you don't pay attention to it, then it's just something that works. Oh, I guess Horse wants to join the party also, and Hawk. Okay, so now we have 5 more pieces of your totem. We have 5 pieces of your totem. Horse jumped out and Hawk jumped out, and Horse is power and Hawk is messenger. And so if you work on that, then it'll get stronger and stronger, and then you'll be shocked by yourself. You know what I mean? It'll shock you when you're right, and then it'll get to the point where it shocks you if you're not right. Does that make sense?
It does.
Yeah. So, but you got to spend a couple of like a 10, 15 minutes at least a day, every day, focusing on it, and then telling yourself, can I get can I get some information? What's going on? What's there? Like earlier when I was with my mom, and I was telling the spirits to go ahead and come through, and we had you can use that ghost app. That actually apps was really good. If you learn how to work it, brought through a bunch of my family members today, which I was on the phone with my mom.
There's no app from a cell phone that works to get ghosts. Come on.
Look, let me tell you something. What people don't understand about spirits, it's not ghosts, okay, first of all. Spirits. Ghosts are something completely different. Spirit is energy, it's in the air. And the one thing that people don't seem to understand is that it can get energy and work through electronics, your phone, your TV, your lights. It gets energy from all those things and it can work with all those things very easily. A lot easier than just using water or somebody else's physical body as energy. There's
Hey,
so much energy.
You
Huh?
said there's a difference between the two. What's the difference?
Okay, a ghost is somebody who's stuck. Okay, they're stuck on they're stuck here for with unfinished business. They're not on the other side in the veil. They are either stuck here because they don't want to leave, or they're stuck here because they don't know they're dead, or they're stuck here because they have unfinished business. That's a ghost. Okay, they're still on this side of the veil. A spirit are the people who come through and they are the ones that are your past loved ones. They are on the other side of the veil. They're able to make communication. They're able to use their energy and become orbs and use water. Well, ghosts usually use the water to manifest themselves more. So if you're around a lot of water, you might have a lot of spiritual activity, that kind of stuff. A ghost usually has some there's something, unless the only reason why they're here is because they love where they're at and they don't want to leave. There's usually you gotta help them to move on or get rid of them, because it's not something you want to have hanging around you, okay? Because they will attach. Those are the ones that can attach to you.
But a ghost is a spirit, so what's...
No, it's not. No, a ghost is somebody who's stuck on this side of the veil, on our side. Okay, they haven't made it through to the other side where all the spirit energy is, on the in the other dimension, I guess. The ghost is stuck here, and usually they're sad. Usually they're looking for their loved ones, or they are waiting for something to happen that's not going to happen. They don't have any space or time, so they don't understand. And they need to be helped to be moved on. They can still communicate, though, once they're moved on. They don't get it. Either they don't know they're dead, and this happens a lot with people who die suddenly, without realizing or having no idea, or it's so quick that they don't get a chance to even think before it happens. They get stuck. They get stuck here, and they're the ones that cause problems. They're the ones that get very angry when you're remodeling stuff. They're like, I think the neighbor's house for you. The neighbor's house is just an old couple. It's just an old couple that doesn't want to leave their house. They're not negative, but there's definitely spirits there. But it's just an old. They just don't want to leave. That's all there is to it.
Okay.
So, and they don't want anybody living there. So they try to mess with people. Almost like, if you can imagine Beetlejuice. Do you remember that, where the husband and wife dies and they're up in the attic? Yeah, that's kind of that would be a ghost. Okay. But spirits are people who have moved on. They're on the other side of the veil. They're happy. They're with everybody else who's passed on. They come and they're still here with us, though, because the veil is literally the same exact place, just a different dimension. And the veil is so thin now. It's so thin that it's so easy to talk to them. And it's so easy for them to come through.
Okay.
Yeah.
I never realized there was a difference.
Yeah, there is. There's a big difference. So, and how do I say, when you see like the ghost shows and stuff, and they're saying, oh, the spirits are da, 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 da. I understand they're still spirit, right? They are spirits, but they're ghost spirits. So ghost spirits are literally the ones that are causing problems and throwing rocks at the guys when they're in the place and they're telling them to get out. Those are the ghost spirits. The actual just spirits, the majority of spirits, and the majority of the ones that you're going to run into are already on the other side. And if you get any like images of their faces or whatever, they're just trying to see if you'll, because okay, here's another thing. You can't hide from this ability. All right, you can't, because it's almost like you suddenly become a big gigantic what are those lights, fog light, and in the middle of darkness they see you, you're glowing. You're like a big beacon of light, because that means they can tell that, oh, that person has abilities to connect, and that's not something you can get rid of. And so it's like it's like a come, over here guys, over here, this one can connect. And they're always going to come to you because they'll be like, okay, this person has a connection to that person who has a connection to that person who has a connection to my loved one, right? So I'm going to stay here and see how, if I can't figure out how to get to my loved one with this person, because it's the only person I see that has a connection to my loved one. Okay, so they're going to stick around. I know that when I start doing readings again, my house fills up with a lot of energy. It's like a Grand Central Station. They're all standing in line. When you, especially if you start noticing them and talking to them, when you start noticing them and talking to them, it's like you'll see like a sparkle, kind of. I want to say it's kind of fuzzy. When you just relax your eyes and you're not looking at what's across from you, the solid surface, you are kind of like relaxing your eyes, but you're not going blurry. You're actually looking at the empty space. You'll start to see, I want to say, like every once in a while you'll see a tiny little sparkle of light kind of go choom choom like that, and then it'll start to look a little foggy and like right now it's looking very foggy to me. There are times when I've had to ask my husband, is it raining outside? And he's like, no. And I go, oh, okay. Because I can't tell if it's raining or if that's just the energy. But if you are the type of person who looks and sees little sparks of light every once in a while, like little ding ding ding, like little green in when you're looking at something like the bright blue sky or something for a while, that's somebody who can see energy. Which,
okay,
if you start paying attention and you start trying, you'll see it. And then so I don't know where that went. It took off. So that's basically what happens. So, but when you see ghosts are different. Things start happening around you, or you'll see like a shadow out of the corner of your eye, or you'll feel
I see that
actual.
all the time.
Yeah, that means you probably have probably an attachment or a spirit, a ghost. I don't like to use the word ghost, but yeah, a ghost hanging around. So, and they, like I said, they will attach to people who they can see. You can't ignore your abilities. So if you try to ignore your abilities, they just get irritated, right? So hold on. So yeah, so I feel that you have very strong abilities. The cards say that you have very strong abilities, and that if you were to just work on them a little bit, and I don't ever recommend people, because I didn't do this, and now I am just free flowing. But you can, look up some things like, how do I get my, abilities to work better or whatever. But basically you just spend some time with yourself, looking in one space in like a dim lit room, and just letting your eyes rest
Hell
till
no.
you can see stuff.
Hell no. I'm scared to death. No, thank you.
Well, that's how it was at first for me. I was like, I don't want to see what's there. And now I tell them, look, just don't show up if you're going to show up in your death state. So in other words, don't show up if you've been murdered or if you've been run over by a truck. I don't want to see that. So,
Yeah, no, that's a big hell to the no on that one.
That happened to me at first. When I saw that stuff, and I was like, oh, we're not going to have this. But, and here's another thing. In the spirit world, they have to go by your rules. If you set rules, you're not to come in my house, you're not to bother my family. These are the rules. I don't want to see you. Okay.
I tried
to.
I did try that, and they ended up showing themselves to my son when he was 4 years old.
Oh, you have to make sure that who was it?
I don't know. It was our old house.
No, what, Phoenix?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I figured. That Phoenix will definitely have abilities, without a problem. And he probably still does, but he probably keeps quiet about it. So.
But I will say this: him and Sage were both there, and Phoenix is the only one that saw it. And I said to him, "I go, Phoenix, what'd you say to him?" He goes, "I said hello." Good.
Like, hello. Yeah, well, he definitely has the abilities, and it has to do with the autism that he has. They're just better able to connect to. Okay. Yeah, there's so much there. I feel like the autism and the Asperger's and all that is not an actual disability. I see that as an ability to connect at a higher level with everything around them. So
I agree with that. I totally agree with that.
Yeah. So we're as humans, we're always putting that as a disability, but Native Americans didn't think those as being disabilities or disabled. We put them into you must be a medicine man or a shaman. You know what I mean? So it wasn't something that was like, oh, something wrong with you. Oh, what's wrong, UC Boss? I have a hard time reading the chat when I'm doing readings, so I apologize. What's going on with UC? I got it through.
She wants to come up. Let her come up.
Did you want to come up? Is that what's going on? But I want to tell you about the power of the horse. I have the horse too. I have a picture. My mom knows about this. I have a picture that I took in my room that has a big white horse, and there is the warrior Native American, walking him, and this horse has a bridle that has or in his hair he has a bunch of feathers and ribbons, and yeah, that was crazy. I'll have to look for that on my other Facebook. It's on my other Facebook. It's the Irene Burke Facebook. I have two. Oh, there I go. I just doxed myself, didn't I? There you go. Damn it. Anyways, should bring up some of the pictures I have. I have some pretty amazing pictures. Did you want to come up? Did somebody? I don't know what's going on. What's happening here? No way, Cross. Hummingbird, you got it. Oh, I have no idea. So one of the things is it's very hard for me to, that's why I wanted to have like Hummingbird or somebody up, but she was grocery shopping and stuff. She couldn't come up, just so that people could read the chat for me, because when I'm doing readings, a lot of times I have to like close my eyes and talk. So because I'm getting the images and stuff. But the horse is one that I want to tell you about. The horse is so I have this picture, and I could see it. My dog was acting. The reason why I took the picture is because me and my dog, I was like, do you see that? This was like in 2012, because she was like looking like, what the, how dogs do, like, what is that? But she wasn't barking. And I was like, could see it, like I could see like this shape walking. It was big walking. And I grabbed my phone, or not my phone, my camera. Back then it was a camera, and I started snapping pictures, and this big horse was there with this Native American man. And then there was also a what do you call it? A shadow person. That's when I had to have the cleansing done in the house, because that once it knew I saw him, he was causing problems.
Check this out. I don't mean to interrupt, but check this out. I'm at the supermarket. Yeah. They have meat. They have toilet paper. They have everything. You know what they're out of? An entire shelf of ramen noodles. 2 full, like, long shelves.
Why? Who's going to eat up all the ramen noodles?
I have no idea.
What are they planning?
I can't. Yeah, I can't even believe how many. Everything else is stocked except ramen noodles.
What?
Empty. Everywhere. I'm like,
I wonder if everybody at the ramen noodle plant got sick.
I don't know. There's like almost none. I was like, this is so weird.
Yeah, it is weird. That is very weird. Okay, so I want to read to you the chapter about Horus real quick, because I think it's very interesting. So Horus is power. And so stealing Horus is stealing power, was a statement made frequently in historical Native America, and a reference to the esteemed role which Horus played in the Native cultures. We called them sacred dogs. They weren't horses; they were sacred dogs, because that's what we thought they were. I mean, that's just, they're not native to America. Horses, they were brought here. So Horus, and another thing about the Horus is that when Native Americans were just about to all die off because of the extreme winter that they had, when everybody was starving to death, suddenly a horse was introduced, a wild horse that had gotten away or something, and they learned how to use it to chase the buffalo and to finally get food and clothing again. So that's why they call it the sacred dog. Horse enables shamans to fly through the air and reach heaven. Humanity made a great leap forward when horse was domesticated, a discovery akin to that of fire. Before horse, humans were earthbound, heavy laden, and slow creatures indeed. Once humans climbed on horse's back, they were free and fleet as the wind. They could carry burdens for great distances with ease. Through their special relationship with horse, humans altered their self-concept beyond measure. Horse was the first animal medicine of civilization. Humanity... Stop barking. No. That's my doggies. Humanity owes an incredible debt to horse and to the new medicine it brought. It would be a long walk to see one's brother or sister if horse had not welcomed the two-legged rider upon its back. Today we measure the capacity of engines in the term of horsepower, a reminder of the day when horse was honored and highly prized partner with humanity. Let me tell you what they do to horses here. We have wild horses here. Do you want to know what they do? Once a year they have a roundup. And they kill off a lot of them. It's awful.
Why?
Because they don't want them to get out of control here. We have a lot of wild horses around here. So anyways, it's very sad. Dreamwalker, a medicine man, was walking across the plains to visit the Arapaho Nation. He carried with him his pipe, a feather tied to his long back hair pointed to the ground, marking him as a man of peace. So that whichever way your feather is pointing tells people what you are. Over the rise of the hill, Dreamwalker saw a herd of wild mustangs running toward him. Black Stallion approached him and asked if he was seeking an answer to his journey. Black Stallion said, I am from the void where the answer lives. Ride on my back and know the power of entering the darkness and finding the light. Dreamwalker thanked Black Stallion, agreed to visit with him when his medicine was needed in the dream time. Now, there's this thing called the dream time, which is where a lot of the psychic, that's where psychic energy comes from, right? But it's also when you're asleep, but it's right before you're in deep sleep. So it's that right when you're the most open to get information from spirit or psychic visions or anything like that. It's called the dream time. It's that moment when you just start to fall asleep just before you go to deep sleep. Okay. So Yellow Stallion approached Dreamwalker next and offered to take him to the east where Illumination lives. Dreamwalker could share the answers he found there to teach and eliminate others. Once again, Dreamwalker thanked Yellow Stallion and said he would use the gifts of power on his journey. Red Stallion approached, rearing playfully, and told Dreamwalker of joys and balancing work and heavy medicine with the joyful experience of play. If you look at the circle, the medicine circle that a lot of Native Americans wear, you'll see the colors black, yellow, red. Those and those colors are and white. Those colors are the colors of the horses. They're also the sacred directions of north, south, east, west, that kind of thing. So anyways, so he says okay and thanks him. And when he's nearing his destination, the Arapaho Nation was close at hand. White Stallion. Now this is the type that I had in my room, was a White Stallion. Yeah, you close it. Go ahead. White Stallion came to the front of the herd. Dreamwalker mounted White Stallion back. White Stallion was the message carrier for all the other horses and represented wisdom and power. This magnificent horse was the embodiment of a balanced medicine shield. No abuse of power will ever lead to wisdom, said White Stallion. You, Dreamwalker, have made this journey to heal brother in need, to share the sacred pipe, and to heal Mother Earth. You have the knowledge through humility that you are an instrument of Great Spirit, which is Great Spirit is God. Okay, so or whatever you want to call him. As I carry you upon my back, you carry the needs of the people on yours. In wisdom, you understand the power is not given lightly, but awarded to those who are willing to carry responsibility in a balanced manner. Dreamwalker, the shaman, had been healed by the visit of the wild horses and knew that his purpose in coming to the Arapaho was to share these gifts. In understanding the power of horse, you may see how to strive for balance, a balanced medicine shield. True power is wisdom, found in remembering your total journey. Wisdom comes from remembering pathways you have walked in another person's moccasins. Compassion, caring, teaching, loving, and sharing your gifts, talents, and abilities, which is completely you, by the way. Completely you.
Me?
Yes. You share the stuff. I mean, look at what you've shared so far. You shared about your marriage and your going to court and all these things. You share stuff. You have compassion. You're able to look at things from a different perspective, right? Because you don't ignore your past.
Well, because everything in your past is who you are today.
Yeah, a lot of people don't Nope, they don't. You know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah, I know. I have horse too, so I don't understand it either. But a lot of people don't. They want their past to pretend like their past doesn't exist, like it didn't happen. Like,
Oh
you know what I
no.
mean? Yeah. So that right there is the most, I feel, the most powerful card, because you have what's called a balanced
Perspective.
yeah, or medicine wheel. Um, so there you go. Now I was just told by spirit while I was doing that, we're gonna come to a close because I have to make dinner and everybody's waiting.
Okay.
That I'm gonna end this session with a Native American prayer that my uncle taught me. It's a Lakota prayer. I will say it in, I'll explain it, I'll say it in Lakota first, and then I will tell you what it means in English. Okay?
Okay.
All right. It's Aho Mitakiase, Washite, Tukashila. Wait. Sorry. I got all confused there for a minute. Aho Mitakiase, Washite, Ialo Tukashila, Washite, Ialo Wankantanka, Washite, Ialo Mitakiase, Washite, Aho. What that means is, I have come in a good way. To all my relations, thank you.
What does that mean?
Okay, so to all my relations, the Mitakiase, that means all of your ancestors, everybody, the humans. So, and your ones before us, and the ones after us, and the ones here now. Okay, so it says, thank you. Oh, no, don't do that. My phone. No, my phone almost turned off. That would have been fun. So then it goes to all my relations, thank you. And also to the creator, which is, the creator's son, Tukashila, which is also depicted as a hummingbird. There you go, hummingbird. Thank you. Creator's also Jesus. That would be Jesus, okay? In Christianity.
You lost me there.
I know, but if you're thinking about what these things for people like I'm trying to explain it for people who are Christian, the creator's son, the creator would be God in the Christian religion, right? That's what their view of the creator is.
But the creator would be God in any religion.
Right. So basically what I'm just trying to explain what the words of the Lakota prayer mean. So to the creator, son, thank you. And also to the creator, which is Wankantanka, thank you. And then then you say again, to all my relations again, and also to all my relations again, thank you. And then you say aho, which means I come in a good way, which is the proper, like yata hey is just when you're saying hey or hi, hey, what's up, girl? Stuff like that. And aho is more of a proper greeting, saying I come in a good way, meaning like, I have no ill will here. I'm coming to you and I'm saying hello properly. You would say this to elders or, in important situations and in prayers. So there you go. We thanked everybody. We thanked all the relations first, and we end it with thanking all the relations. So that means all the human beings on the planet, everybody. So, because we're all related, because we're all human beings. That make sense?
I don't know. I'm not related to some people.
Well, there we go. I love you, Laura.
I love you too. I'm not related to Jeffrey Dahmer. Nope.
Well, unfortunately, no, I know what you mean, but this is Native Americans saw things on in a different way. They saw the fact that we are the two-legged creatures. There's the four-legged. There's the winged ones. and there's the finned ones, and these are, you know, birds and bears and fish and all these things, but they are all the bears are related, all the birds are related, all the fish are related, and all the human beings, the two-legged, they're all related. Okay, so that's how it was, very basic. But when the white men came, what we call wasichu, when they came, it was, they were not, we call ourselves different dialects, different ways, we call ourselves human beings, right? So, but in either Lakota or Navajo or whatever, but when the white man, we didn't understand. We had no idea what was going on or how they can own anything, because our beliefs are, you don't own the land, you're just borrowing it from mother, right? They didn't understand how you can own stuff, and they didn't understand why the crazy pale faced people were chasing after the yellow rocks, which is gold, right?
Okay.
It was not understood. So they separated themselves from the white people. But now that was the only people that they called the colonists. Those were the only things that they called something separate. That was the first time they separated themselves from the other two-legged creatures.
Okay.
So there you go.
All right.
I hope that helped you a little bit.
It did.
It did? Okay. I hope it made sense, and I hope that you feel like you got something out of it.
I did. Okay,
good. And if you want to talk more about how, one of the things I also do, and this is just who I am, it's not anything, it's just I know that I was put on here as an earth guide. Earth guide is somebody who helps other people awaken.
Okay.
So that means to awaken your abilities. Eventually, everybody's going to be able to do this. That's part of our evolution.
People have told me I should be doing it since I was 16. Nope.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Yeah. So this is it doesn't go away though. It just sits and waits. Does that make sense? So, and it can you can have problems physically if you don't do something about it.
Nope. No thanks.
All right.
Good. Love you.
I love you too.
I'll talk to you later.
Talk to you.
Okay.
I'll talk to you later. Bye. Okay. So I guess my first live was almost 2 hours. That was exciting. I mean, I was a little, it was a little nerve-wracking, I had to tell you. And then I realized I really need somebody up here with me because I cannot read chat. Although I did try, I cannot. It's hard for me to read chat and do readings at the same time. It's almost impossible. So, all right, everybody. Thank you so much for being here with me. My first ever live. I'm just so happy and so blessed. Bye.